Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is a special day because we are here in the garage next to Budapest, and here is our friend who has a special offer for you guys.
Here's our friend Adam Kirani. Hi Adam, what's up?
Hello guys, nice to see you here.
Hi.
Welcome here at Turbo Mafia headquarters.
So let's see what's inside, because I heard some rumors that there are some pretty bad stuff inside.
Yeah, sure, this is our workshop, so come follow me and I will show you some of our cars. This is where cars are made, and as you see, right now we have two cars here. Rest of our fleet is just behind in our warehouse, and right now I'm going to introduce these two cars to you. Okay, let's start with this project car. Basically, this is a Nissan Silvia. It's an S14. We are going to install a 2JZ engine in this car. This car was already a part of the Turbo Mafia team. This was our training car, and at the beginning of the year we decided, okay, maybe we will have some time during the season, as we are not working on projects, to finalize this car. But as you see, there is a lot more to do on this car. It already has FIA approved roll cage, which is important because in all championships it's a necessary thing. So it's a huge project, but it will be ready still this year. We can test it during the winter.
So as you mentioned, it will be a 2JZ engine in it, but can I ask you why you prefer JZ engines than all the others?
Actually, we don't really like to use a huge rev like you can use a big torque at the V8, because for me it's a bit boring. And it's a bit more easy to drive. So we like challenges. That's why we choose always a straight six turbo. And unfortunately, BMW engines are rare and expensive. So right now it's easy to get a 2JZ. We had a spare engine for this car, and as this car is working without a problem, so the spare 2JZ will be in this car. And in our flagship, this red BMW, we are using a Stroker 2JZ in it, and it produces 1000 horsepower.
Let's see the flagship.
We just finished a few things. After each race, we are doing some kind of maintenance. So we are checking all the parts if everything is ready. Luckily, I can tell you, in the last 3 events, we did not have any problem with the car. This was a brand new build this year, and at the beginning of the season we had some, let's say, problems. We managed to fix, of course, at the races, but after a few races it seems that the car is working without any issue. Anyway, we needed to check it. I think let's go and see some details.
Before we go, I just want to ask that you're actually using in 1000 horsepower, or you have like choosable programs for like 800, or use it max?
All or nothing.
All or nothing.
It should handle it. So we bought all the parts which can handle 1000 horsepower. So it's always used in full mode. And as I told you, with the engine we did not have any problem. So as you see, this is a Stroker engine. It's a 3.4 liter Stroker. It's a 2JZ with a Garrett turbo. As you see, really, we bought all the necessary parts to make this power possible, and thanks God, it seems it's working without a problem. So we are just using it and enjoy it.
I see that turbo is just show Matthew that turbo is not small. So what's how much boost you use for this engine?
It's 2.5 now.
Holy shit, that's a lot.
Yeah, and the car is basically has quite good rev range, so we can use it from 4000 until 8300. Wow. Because the rev limiter is at 8300.
That's
so it's pretty good, and the car has Winters quick diff, so we can change the ratio to any track. It has a sequential gearbox from Samsonas. It can handle more than 2000 Newton meters. So also the gearbox and the whole drive train is working without any problem. Driving of this car is quite easy. So it has a very good feedback on the steering wheel. We have a very good suspension. The lock kit is from Weissfab. And we have Reiger coilovers. It has a special let's say, corner control. So in each corner it adjusts itself according to the G-force. It means we have always a lot of grip on the rear tire, and it has very easy handling. Basically, because of the speed and power, it's not a beginner car. But if you have some experience and if you want to improve your skills, then you can drive it, of course. The speed is totally different because it has a lot of grip, so this car is very fast. So you need to react quite fast as well. But if you can handle it, you can do really cool things. From the window shape, this is basically an E46. But the whole outlook, the front and the rear end is E92. Robbie, who is the driver, he wanted to have this outlook, but basically an E46 is a lighter chassis, so that's why we choose the E46 as a basic chassis, and we fully rebuild the car. So as you see here, everything is about performance. You see a lot of carbon stuff. The car has Cyvex ECU. We started to use Cyvex this year, and 2 of our cars are working with Cyvex. We are really satisfied with this computer, and which is also a special thing. We have this kind of cooling system in the car, which makes very comfortable the whole driving, especially in summertime. So the driving can feel like air conditioned with this stuff. And it's very easy to use. Only the chassis is made of fiberglass, but inside everything is made of carbon fiber. Even the air intakes to the rear, as you see, this is also made of carbon fiber. Of course, the radiator is in the rear of the car. That's because of the weight balance. And also inside, everything which was done by us was made of carbon fiber. Radio system, so we are in constant contact with our driver. This is a kind of zero noise motorsport speaker, so it's like talking with your mom on the phone, even if the engine is revving. So it's very good quality and very useful during the events.
To be honest, did you tested it? Like you called your girlfriend by your
No, I haven't tried it yet, but I am talking also on the phone, and it's the same quality, so it's really, we are satisfied with that.
And why, just for our viewers, why it is good to be contact with the driver all the time?
Basically, as drifting is a new motorsport, it's changing from year to year. The level of the racing is very high now. Also in the US, but also in Europe with the Drift Masters Championship. So if you want to have a good result, you must have a spotter. Without a spotter, you don't have the proper feedback, what you do wrong and what you do in a good way. So also in the qualification laps, it's good to have a constant contact, so we can tell to the driver, okay, this corner is okay, that line is okay, you must increase your anger, decrease your anger. So every detail is important to have a high qualification result. And in the battles, it's also important to know your opponents, because everyone has own driving style. So our drivers don't have time to watch the trainings. So our spotters are watching the trainings and telling the driver the opponent's style and the skills of the opponent. Let's go to the other side.
This car can run all of the drift series in Europe.
Yes, this was made this year, and our guys in the workshop know the regulations of the drift championships of Europe, even Formula Drift. One of our mechanic did season in Formula Drift, so he had some experience from the US, and this is full legal in all the championships. All of our cars we are using pedal box. It's also important. You can do much precise driving with a pedal box. And basically the whole car was built to be comfortable and competitive at the same time. Basically we have some rental cars. This is also a car which can be rent. So we can do adjustment in the steering, and we can do adjustment in the sitting position. So any kind of drifter comes to us, we can find the proper setting for him to feel comfortable in the car. As
you mentioned, this is your flagship, and do you think that this is the best car of all, or what do you think?
It's also up to your driving style. This is a flagship because this is our strongest car, and this has the most powerful engine and the most powerful gearbox and everything, but all of our cars are at that high level. So I cannot tell you that the other car is built for a lower quality. Everything is on a very, very high level, just a different engine they use. I will show you a V8 turbo, and I will show you a 1JZ. Telling you the truth, my favorite car now is the 1JZ E30, which is, let's say, our weakest car because that's only 700 horsepower. But I like I like that the most, and I will show you in the warehouse. We have the rest of our fleet here. We have some race cars here. We have all the vans, trailers, our shuttle bus here. So we are going step by step and I will show you everything. As you see, we are using only closed trailers to protect our cars. We are going to unload it and then I will show you the details of this amazing car. Here we are at the warehouse. As you see, we have some more race cars here and we have these 2 rental cars. Let's start with the Nissan. Take a look. The whole body is made of carbon. So it doesn't only look like a carbon car, but it's a real carbon car. On one side it's light, but on the other side everyone loves it. So it's the best marketing to have a full carbon car. This is an S13 with a S15 front. It has a LS turbo engine, it's a V8, so finally we don't only use straight 6 but also a V8 turbo. The car is producing almost 900 horsepower and basically the whole car is very high specs. It has also a G-Force dog box, it has a Winters quick diff, it's running also on Cybex ECU, it has Vibeswap all around, and as you see it has a huge turbo on a big engine, so it's a good combination. So you see here a big V8 engine, it's an LS engine from a Corvette. It has also very good handling, it's easy to drive. It has very good grip, so it's also a fast car, but it's a V8. But everyone has his own driving style, so if we have someone who would like to rent a V8 because that's more familiar for his style, then just we can offer him this car, and really it's a big smile when you are drifting it. The throttle response is just amazing. Even if you have low boost only, the car is very, very powerful and it has a lot of torque. The car has crazy grip. We put the radiator, of course, in the rear. You can adjust as much grip as you need for the proper track, and it's not a question, the car is going fast.
Let's see it inside. Oh, I love that there is no window shade.
Yeah. You should use the window net in some championship. If there is a regulation that you need a closed body, then of course we have the frame to install some window in it, but in Hungary it's not necessary. We have already ordered the sequential gearbox, but as I told you, the car has so much torque and RPM range, we are not sure we will install it. We will test it maybe, and if it's a big difference, then we will keep the sequential, but I'm very satisfied with this gearbox as well. As you see, the whole car is very clean, everything is made for racing. It's very comfortable, it's also adjustable, so anyone who wants to rent it, we can adjust the steering wheel, we can adjust the seats.
Okay, let's see the 30 there. What makes this car so special for you?
First of all, this is an E30, so it's an old-fashioned car with the most drifting techniques what you can buy in the market. So it's a good combination, and just look at it, what a shape it is. I mean, it was custom made by us. It's very wide, it's very aggressive, and it's a light car. It has very good handling. It has a lot of power compared to the weight. It has also a good grip. And basically, the whole car was made without any compromise. So it's made for drifting. It's a real race car. I'm in just love with this car. This is our newest car. We just finished it like 6 weeks ago. We have tested it several times, and the car has been working also without a problem. It has a 1JZ engine inside, which is more than enough. It produces 700 horsepower.
VVTi or non-VVTi?
Non-VVTi. The car has also a sequential gearbox and Winters, so you can do whatever you want. And basically with this torque and RPM range, I just love to drive this car. This is my favorite. It's a very light car. It is 1150 kilograms only. This engine is working with Motec, not with Cyvex. We are using also Weissfab in the front.
Do you think that the sequential gearbox, the quick change drift differential, like expensive and professional brakes, so these are kind of the basic recipe for a drift car, or it's not that necessary?
You are right. Basically, this is a good recipe for a drift car. It's much more easy to do a good performance, especially as a chase car, if you have the proper gear ratio in your differential and if you can switch gears very fast, because then you can be always on the top. The expectation from the judges, especially from the international judges, international championships, are very high. They want to see a good show. Drifting as a motorsport is popular because it's a good show for everyone. Everyone loves to see it. It's not like a rally that one car is passing and then you need to wait 5 minutes without anything. It's like a stadium race. And good show is up to the drifters. And to make a good show and make good Suizo battles, tandem battles, you need good technique. Then you must have a good gearbox, a good differential, a good engine. So it's a whole package which you need to find a balance. If you have the weakest point of the car, that's why you will lose one of your battles for sure. So you can see it's also very clean. Everything was made for racing. You see the sequential gearbox, you see the e-brake, pedal box. I cannot make any small change on this car. It is just ready.
So here's the special engine. Why did you choose the 1JZ instead of the 2JZ?
Basically, we knew that this car will be light, so we also wanted something special. We were talking, okay, what engine to put inside, and okay, let's do a small engine. It's only 2.5 liters, but the power is almost 700 horsepower. So I'm satisfied with the performance of the car.
So you can say that everything in all of the cars is fresh, brand new and ready to rock.
Yes, all our cars are full fresh build. All of them were built this year, so they are hardly used. We just tested them. The red car is running in 2 championships parallel and doing a good job. So they are just ready for rental, and we are waiting for the clients. Our fleet also has a shuttle bus. So as I mentioned, we can pick up the client at his house, and we can drop him to the racetrack, even with the family, with children, wife, everything. I'm going to show you how you can travel in a comfort way.
Wow. Okay.
As you see, it's also different level.
Wow.
We have a PlayStation in the car. We have a big screen in the car. We have internet in the car. So you are just sitting in, enjoy the time and travel like a king.
We have 2 other service trucks, buses here.
Yes, exactly. Totally the same, with the same engine, same design, same graphics. They are also quite powerful, so it's good to travel with them, especially with this big trailer. They are quite new because they need to be reliable. We don't want to have any technical trouble during the trip. It's also important for us to arrive to the place at time without any issues. So that's why we have good towing vans. One of it is full of equipment and tools. And the other bus is filled with tires, racing fuel and so on.
Also tent and seats.
All the tents, seats, chairs,
Yeah, it's
3 or 4 refrigerators, even mobile speakers. So whatever a client wants, we can fulfill it.
It's like living in a track.
Yes, exactly. You are always building up a kind of living area.
Yeah.
Because as I told you, as a drifter, you need to feel comfortable during the weekend. That's how you can perform good. And we are building up everything instead of the drifter, so he only needs to focus on a good result.
So we saw all these beautiful cars and high-tech things, but what are the steps from the beginning until I can sit on the start line in the car and ready to start on the track?
On one side we are racing team, so we are racing in championships, but as you see we have 3 cars already and we have some project cars which will be done until the end of the year. That's why we came to an idea, okay, why not just do a high-level service for drift car rentals? If someone is coming to us, they must be Pro 2 racer or professional drift racer. We are not a school, so these cars are not for beginners. The idea is to support them with everything. So he's just calling us or writing an email. He's telling us what he needs for a racing weekend, and we make a package for him. We are preparing the car for him. We are preparing the tires, the racing fuel. He is getting the van with driver. He's getting the trailer with all the seats, chairs, tables, the racing tents, air condition, food, drink, refrigerator, whatever he wants, we can put it in, and we are delivering it to the racing spot.
Have you ever heard something like that?
Nope.
I think no. I don't even know if there is such a high-level service in the US, because some European drivers also contacted me when they saw that we have such a service, that how good it would be to have the same service in the US, because some guys from Europe are going there to race, and they don't really have a good backup, and sometimes they have a bad result because of having some issues with the race car and with the team. So here, anyone is in contact with us, they are surprised because they really see it's a high-level thing, and it's for rent.
When can we start?
Maybe in the weekend.
We need to find a date.
Tomorrow. So as you mentioned, if I go home tonight, today evening, and I just having dinner and go to the pool and just relaxing, so tomorrow morning
Everything would be ready for you.
I can sit in the car
Exactly.
and let's race. That's it.
That sounds amazing. Where can they reach you and you guys?
Yes, we have a website. It's rentadriftcar.com. We have a Facebook, it's also Rent a Driftcar, and our racing team is called Turbo Mafia. On the Instagram you can find Turbo Mafia Official, and on the Facebook it's Turbo Mafia. You can find fresh news, and you can find some details of the car, and also you can find some infos about our activity. Guys, thanks for coming. I hope you enjoyed the whole time here at Turbo Mafia, and I hope we see each other very soon.
Yeah, for sure.
very much.
Maybe in a drift car, one of these beauties.
Why not?
Huh? Thank you so much for Turbo Mafia for inviting us to this amazing journey. We saw some beautiful cars, and as Adam mentioned, you can rent all of these cars, and the thing is that it's out of this world, really. So that was it for this episode. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content. Thanks for all the support and all the likes and comments and everything. And also, as you can saw on us, we have our brand new t-shirts, what you can order if you are contacting us in DMs. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next episode. And also, yeah, don't forget to like and follow us on Instagram. Cheers.